Squirrel, rabbit, something like that, you think?
Beaver, who knows?
We're not at Pocono. It could be about
there
anything.
we go. It's a rabbit.
It's a rabbit.
Where are the hunting dogs?
Hey, let's just rescue
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
That's a...
If you're looking for the one on Fox Sports Live later tonight, we may have found a nominee.
I like that guy. He's like,
come this way, I got you.
I can't catch you, so I'm going to stand here.
Look at Joe Nemechek.
Joe Nemechek's going to help.
I'll come over and get this thing. I made a lot of notes for this event.
They're closing in on it now. We've got
Nothing
a bunch of
in my
people
notes
here.
about tracking down a rabbit.
That rabbit gets through this this gate, I guarantee you. There he goes, told you. There's no way they're catching that rabbit.
He's a pretty good lap going there. Of course, he's going backwards.
Say you're going the wrong way.
I think it's funny. They thought they were going to catch that rabbit.
There he is, turn 4. It's his turn 1 since he's going the wrong way.
We're going to hear from race control. Could someone send one of our runners to Bass Pro and get a net, please, to capture the rabbit? Look at the banking, eating him up.
Here, boy.
We're surrounding him again.
Oh, look, they got a trash can.
That bucket's a good idea.
Maybe he'll run into the bucket. Maybe he'll run into the bucket.
Oh, was he going to come through the hole there? I thought he stopped and he might come through the little hole on the track for the drainage.
The bucket was a great idea.
I got it, I got it, I got it, I don't got it.
Look at that move.
It really wasn't close, was it?
No.
Uh-oh, here we go.
What can you add, Hermie?
Well, Cameron Haley and I are enjoying this entertainment, just like wondering if somebody ought to sign this rabbit as a running back for the Carolina Panthers. Got some pretty good moves on the racetrack.
Making progress. And his trouble started in qualifying when he dug himself a deep hole, low to the high side. Now we're on caution.
Now low or high.
Cameron Haley among those drivers involved in our first caution of the night, and the guy you just talked about, Michael, Daniel Suarez.
Don't speed.
Lap 32, first yellow, and the second wreck truck of the day for the team that has won the last 2 races, the 51 from Kyle Busch Motorsports.
They exited 2.
You know who this is good for? Tyler Reddick, who was in jeopardy. See the reason the yellow flag came out.
Yeah, I watched those guys. Watch Tyler Reddick there. You see the 13's up against the wall? Reddick has committed to the outside. Fortunately, the 13 rolled down just enough to give him room. Let's take a ride with Tyler Reddick as he goes down in turn number 1. You see him wrecking out in front of him.
Wow, that is tight.
Hard-headed skid decided to come work on it.
Here's a look at what brought out the caution. Ray Black Jr., red, white, and blue 07 spins.
Just keep an eye out for the 75 of Caleb Holman. He goes to the outside. He actually makes contact with Ray Black and gets into the outside wall. Was running 6th, a career night for Caleb Holman. And it's going to go awry right here.
He just anticipated the 07 truck was going to slide down the track. That's the way Black Jr. was headed. He got it stopped. And when he made that split-second decision, Phil, remember, he's still running close to 100 miles an hour. He made that split-second decision and wound up making the wrong decision.
Another spot now. He's up to the 6th. Oh, trouble! Right in front of our leader.
Race leader. Cole Custer got into Spencer Gallagher, who had spun around with 41 laps to go.
Look at the damage on that 00 truck.
Oh boy, that's a tough break.
Yeah, look at that thing. It's even more damage now when you look at it from this angle.
Yeah, that's
Let's get the saws out. Get the saws.
What a tough break for that young man. Takes him right out of contention.
He won't win this race tonight. And man, he was doing everything perfect.
Let's watch it here.
Take a look at it. You see, that's the blue and yellow truck. See, Cole's right up against the outside wall. He just turns around right in front of him. And Caleb Holman said it best. Once you drive in the corner, it's not like you can jump on the brakes and just turn that truck left.
And the harder you jump on the brakes, which is your first instinct, the less it's going to turn. This truck just slides those front tires. And you can see he had no chance of missing that. At Bristol, every now and then there's wrecks that are unavoidable. And that was a case of that.
But did you see how
he caught Norm Benning on entry? Oh, trouble. Ty Dillon crashed.
Caution is out.
There's that caution we were talking about. Ryan Blaney won't be in the second row, guys.
And the look on Junior Joyner's face says it all. You must be kidding
the winner
me.
at Bristol.
These guys were battling for position. They made a little bit of contact. Ty Dillon and Ben Kennedy tie in the 31 truck.
They were racing along in the 11th spot. Ben just
trying to stretch it a little bit harder maybe here, Frank.
Yeah, it looks like he just he just got a little loose.
Yeah, just being able to catch it up off the bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah, there's 26. He just loses.
26 spinning right here. So he'd already been in the wall one time before it just absolutely gets out from under him here.
That's off turn 2. And now he's got a couple flat tires, I believe. No, that's off turn 4.
Turn 4. That's a dramatic way to cross the start-finish line, but not in practice. You don't want to go sideways.
Not anytime. Yeah. Not anytime. Let's be honest.
Not here with that inside wall.
Yeah.
He's actually lucky that he hits it. He hits it a little bit, but not major damage.
Yeah.
A lot of times they would
across the bump, and when the car bottomed out, it just shot sideways, and I got in the fence a little bit. But
in turns 1 and 2, and
it turned right, man.
It turned right.
And I don't know if the tire went down or something broke, but it like a shock could break and it just
or come off.
Come off or whatever.
That didn't have them hooked up.
But it just
tire looks like it's up right now.
Tire looks up to me.
I know it's
right tires.
It is on interliners on the right side, but that still does not look like the tire is down.
Yeah, but it just turned dead right on him. He could not have.
Car got into the wall. Take a look.
Yeah,
he's one of the drivers that has to get in on time.
That's the key. We talk about how tough this racetrack is, how fast it is, how narrow the groove is. Well, Jeff Burton knows this is his entire weekend. He has to move forward on time.
Nope, and we're seeing a car slide across the front stretch. That is the 52.
There, bud.
Joey Gase around and a lot of damage to the right rear. May have got a little help from the 25 of John West Townley. We saw him get sideways.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I couldn't tell if he got help or not. There were 3 wide in front of him. Here we go. Here's a good view of it. 3 wide in front of him. Probably had to get a little bit slower. And yep, John West Townley got into the back of him. So that's an example how the 52 lost his momentum with a 3 wide in front of him, and John West Townley didn't anticipate it and got in the back of him.
Not too bad. And now we've got a caution out, Rick.
Yeah, Kill Conley in the 14 has come to stop right outside of turn 4.
There you go. Keep coming out there.
And so the caution has come out for now the 4th time here at Bristol. Riding along with Kyle Busch, you see Kill Conley sideways in front of him.
He's on the apron. He's on the apron. Keep coming. Still green. Yellow, 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 yellow.
Certainly contact between those 2 cars. Saw Cale going around. They got together getting into turn 3. Cale was on the lead lap. He was the last car on the lead lap running 19th, but he got lapped when all that happened.
But you see the 28 looks like he gets in the corner really shallow, almost off the pace. And the 43 doesn't really have anywhere to go. He's committed to the corner, and Armstrong just got into the back of the 28 and spun him around.
And more action taking place between the 9 and the 33. Brendan Jones in the 33, Chase Elliott in the 9. There's quite a bit of history between these two. It's not just here at Bristol. Iowa, late in the race. There's Chase Elliott on the outside, trying to get by the 33. Tags him on the right rear, and into the wall goes the 33. And tonight, it wasn't just recently. There's some contact there. Seems as though the 2 have been around each other all night long. And the caution has come out. Elliott Sadler in the 1. A lot of damage to the back of that car. One of our Dash for Cash cars.
They're tore all to hell now.
Elliott Sadler, Regan Smith, Daniel Suarez, and Ryan Blaney all eligible for Dash for Cash. Elliott was running 13th. You see the damage to the right front, the right side, and the back of that car. Let's look at how it happened.
You see Elliott Sadler coming off turn 2. I'm sorry, turn 4.
Yeah, he just comes off the corner looking for that last lane to get up to the outside wall. The 62 is just barely at his bumper cover. You can see right here, this is what happens when you have split grooves. The 1 thinks he's clear of the 62. The 62 is trying to carry that momentum off the top. The 1 tries the slide job, but the 62...
Caution lights come right back out. Up into turn 1. The 16 of Ryan Reed and the 97 of Dylan Kwasniewski.
What do we got for damage?
Left front is down on
Got the wall pretty good
16
here.
Ryan Reed.
Looks like tires are down left side.
Coming through 3 and 4 before they, you see right here, this is coming to the green. Ryan Reed is 3 wide with the 97 and the 25 of John West Townley. You see, they try to get it sorted out. The 97 moves up, gets John West Townley, and they get back into the 16 of Ryan Reed, and they crash going down to turn 1. You have to ask yourself, at what point do you want to try to use some patience there? This is before they take the green flag. They're already 3 wide. They're just now accelerating for the restart. At some point, you have to get in line. I'm sure the 97, it didn't seem like he knew he was 3 wide, or he was bound and determined to take the top spot.
A lot of times on these restarts, it gets very confusing. You believe you have a spot, you contest the spot.
Marks, and the caution's out.
It's going to come down to a restart is what it's going to come down to. The caution comes out. There were just 5 laps to go.
Just a right front here, looks like. So bring it to him right here. Bring it to him. Let him look at it.
And the 0 of Harrison Rhodes looks like wasn't able to get up to speed. Brad got into the back of him.
And that's just kind of a Bristol wreck where the guys in front of you get checked up and you just don't get checked up quick enough. It's, you know, things happen so quickly here. We've talked about it all night long, and that's a good example of how Brad was, you know, kind of minding his own business, and the guy in front of him got in trouble, and he just didn't get slowed down.
Yeah, both cars kept going, but you saw, I mean, there's a piece of fender missing off Brad Teague's car. It's somewhere out there on the racetrack. They had to throw the caution to go clean.
See the 11 drive in the corner and actually get into the back of the 42 with Larson. He knocks him up out of the groove in the rubber. That slows his momentum down. 11 trying to get by him.
Oh, and the left front tire down for the 42.
Remember, they only put on right side tires, so that left side tire has had to run 125 laps. Just as we were saying, 2 tires was working, this is going to get the attention of the other crew chiefs on pit road.
Look at the left front tire go down here on the 42.
And you can see it low. You can see the sidewall wrinkled up. You see the car sparking as it hits the racetrack. As the tire goes low, the car gets close to the ground. Obviously, got really lucky. He never hit anything too awful hard, I don't think. He made contact right there. It certainly didn't help anything. But considering you blew a tire, I don't think he hit the wall very hard. He hit it harder than I thought.
That's the second issue for drivers that have been running in the top 5 in just the last 15 laps. Saw Matt Kenseth with an engine expire. Matt Kenseth was the spring race winner here at Bristol. That season sweep is not going to
here. That doesn't happen very often in a test, and we've got caution on the track. The data applied was my point.
47 of A.J. Allmendinger into the inside wall. So the caution comes out. Right rear tire looks to be down on the 47. Onto pit road. Take a look at what happened with the 47 of Allmendinger. There was contact made by the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and around goes Allmendinger.
Yeah, you see right there, he's on the bottom of the racetrack, but it just goes straight off the corner. Obviously a problem with the race car, perhaps the tire. There's nothing Kyle Larson can do at that point, though.
And one more time, Kevin Harvick caught too fast on pit road. And a little contact there. The 55 goes around. David Reagan into the inside wall. Caution comes out again. And they pile up as well. The 15 in turn 4 also sideways. So potentially somebody got into the back of the 15, 5, and the 48 there.
Yeah, the 48 came down running that line we've been talking about. The 55 was under him. He hit the 55, got the 55 low, and the 15 ran into him. So just kind of a chain reaction. But it all started with the 48 car turning left and trying to run off the corner in that lower line.
Yeah, the last thing Clint Boyer wants to do is get into his teammate, but he's against the apron. If he goes any farther low at full speed, he's going to crash both cars. It's really just you said a chain reaction, really. Jimmy Johnson pushing the 2 of them down. I mean, that's Bristol. Jimmy's protecting his position against the 55. The 15's underneath the 55. There's just really not enough real estate on the racetrack.
Let's ride along with Clint Boyer.
Come on, hit man, outside. Yells out, inside.
And the 2 of Brad Keselowski got into the 15.
Yeah, the Two was to his left for a quarter panel. It just looked like Clint wasn't real sure that he was there.
And the cautions come out again. And we will have another restart. This time the 24. And the 22 will make up the front row. 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. hit the wall. That was the reason for the caution. You see some damage to the front right side of that car.
Benefactor of that's Austin Dillon. See on the top of the screen, Austin Dillon, the lucky dog, who hit the free pass right here.
It's into the wall. Take a look. Teammate. 6 of Trevor Bayne getting into the 17, and now we see 17 way out of shape.
Damn, a little bit of damage on the 78 car as well.
That might just stick. Whoa! Oh! And it's Graham Rahal. Championship implications here, big time.
That's a big hit right there.
Wow. Who was it with? It was with one of the coin cars. Tristan Vautier and Graham Rahal. His championship hopes have just taken a whopping hit.
Be interesting to see what happens here. These yellows, breed yellows, he doesn't look very happy. He's heading over there, so.
But Vautier looks like he is going to get a verbal dressing down.
He's backing up. Graham Rahal's moving forward, so he wants to have a word with him. The guys are trying to separate them here. Obviously, this is a huge blow for Graham for the championship.
Yeah. And by the hand gestures, he's saying, I was right there beside you. What were you thinking? We don't know that. We haven't seen the replay.
Walk away, boys. Walk away and talk about it later when you've caught up.
I'm surprised the guys haven't broken this up more, that the safety team and just separated them. Because it can escalate quickly, I know. I know firsthand.
They let you and Bourdais and you and Tagliani go.
It can escalate real quick, real fast.
The pit lane with the fuel.
Outside, inside, side by side, 3 wide. Go.
I don't know if Tristan had anything to do with that.
It was Justin Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson was chopped him, and he got loose. Well, maybe.
Oh. That tells us a very different story.
Yeah, that's a pretty brave move by Tristan to stuff it in there 3 wide.
Yeah.
At turn 3, that's not going to go.
Where was Vautier going to go? Exactly. Where was he? What was he trying to do there? Let's have another look at it from this angle.
And Rahal saying, oh, he's in the dirt. Rahal saying, what were you doing in that section?
You know, looking at that shot, though, I think it looked to me like Graham started to drop down on him.
Well, I'm sure he didn't know he was there. I'm sure Graham was concentrating on the guy on the outside, and so I would imagine that he wouldn't even have known that he stuffed it in there, because he's a car length behind here, and then he just stuffed it down the inside and went to the grass. So I'm sure Graham didn't even know he was there. Yeah. They're already to the corner now. You see, the problem he's got the blue and silver cars coming down on top of Graham, so Graham's got to come down.
Yeah.
And then the coin car just dove in the inside, and we're seeing this in slow motion. That all happens in a 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
The room on the road was running out rapidly. Hunter-Reay and Karam. Oh, we got a crash. Who is it? Is it Kanaan? I think it's Tony Kanaan. It is.
It is Kanaan.
What a shame. He was one of the regular front runners, led the 3rd most laps of the race till now with 21, but TK is over and out.
What a shame.
And to me, you know him better than us, Paul. You raced against him and you've been good friends with him for a long time. Knowing TK the way we do, that was him saying, I don't know what happened.
Well, let's see right here. He got below the yellow line, and that was it.
Wow.
He dipped a wheel down below the yellow line, and then that's the flat part of the track, and that will loosen the car up. So he really really was just a mistake on his own. He got down below that yellow line, and that is the transition point of banking to flat ground, and it upsets the car, and the rear end just snapped around on him.
Boy, I tell you what, though, Paul, it doesn't take much to unbalance the car when you're down that low, does it?
Order that Sage would want to get back to the lead.
Oh, crash is another crasher. Who is it? This time it's Marco Andretti.
Yellow behind you.
These yellows, these guys are getting so aggressive that late in the season, everybody wants to make some points. Everybody wants to get a position. These guys are just banging wheels like crazy today.
In the Andretti backyard, home track.
Like he's a little hurt there.
For Marco, he wanted to perform so well, but his day is done too.
Doesn't look like a look of comfort on his face there.
Kev?
Michael Andretti just said, are you okay? He said, yes, I am, but I'm a little bit banged up. I couldn't tell if he said his wrist, but he said he's hurting a little bit, but somewhat
damage to your ankles.
Yeah.
You see these guys.
With Briscoe. Let's have a look what happened, Paul.
Oh, he just lost it. Wow, that's very weird.
Wasn't that strange?
Yeah. Kind of the same thing as Kanan, but Kanan was below the yellow line, and he was just on the outside and just lost it.
Yeah.
Oof. There have been some tough licks over the last couple of days. Charlie Kimball kicking it off. Watch the yellow and blue Snapple entry. Something just got loose there.
Yeah, it did a wiggle even in the straight line before he even lost it, like almost like something might have broken.
Yeah, that looked very unusual. But as you were describing, let's have another look from this slow-mo shot.
See, something broke before it even got under load there, Steve.
It was going around before the even corner was happening, so it looks like something might have broken on that car. Munoz has been attacking him as well. Oh, yellow.
Full course yellow. What's this for?
Oh,
it's a fox.
So we had a rabbit at Bristol earlier in the week. Now we've got a fox here at Pocono. So, track now clear. This will be brief. Full course caution.
And he jumps over the wall, perfect jump, and right under the fence. Look at that. Talk about slick.
It's like a show jumping horse.
There you go, Tricky. Tricky has left the building.
He's obviously a local celebrity.
Both Briscoe and Justin Wilson ready to go back racing here at Pocono. Is this the last time? Is this the last restart? We'll find out. Look at this pack now.
What was going on in the back there? There were 10 wide.
How was that? 7, 8 abreast?
I have no idea what was going on with that second group. Nobody was ready to go.
Whoa! Who is it? Is that Montoya?
Castroneves loses it. How extraordinary, that restart.
You owe me dinner.
Yeah, buddy.
So, there is one of the captain's men out.
That was the weirdest restart I've seen. There was like the second group. Nobody got on the gas, and they were 4 or 5 wide before when they came off of turn 3.
Yeah.
And look, they're fanning out. And Pagano just gets swarmed by everybody in the field here.
I make 6 or 7, Steve.
Look at that.
How many did you count? Maybe more?
I counted 8.
8. Okay, let's watch Castroneves. Let's pick him up.
Just a little high there. He's out in the gray like Bourdais and just lost the rear of the car. He was just a little too high. And all that turbulent air.
Let's climb aboard. Team Penske's championship leader, Juan Montoya. Watch the madness of this.
He's in a hurry. He's not waiting to go anywhere.
4 outside, 4 outside, 4 outside. One looking inside, one looking inside.
Can you believe that? Oh my. Watch this. Look up high, there's Elio, third car. Up in the gray.
Yeah.
Fresh tires, cold tires, up in the gray, and he just lost the rear of the car. I think he probably could have gotten away with that if the tires were hot, but they were fresh sticker cold tires, and they're not going to stick up there in the gray. That's a hard hit right there.
All by himself.
Oh.
Oh, and in the wall goes Justin Wilson.
Man, oh man, it's a crazy race today.
Crazy race is right.
Started out looking pretty formulaic, routine, everybody in the groove, has not turned out that way at all.
Well, I hope
Don't
these guys
see
are
Sage
okay.
moving around a lot with his head trying to get out of the car, so
that looked like
that was a pretty big impact there. There's not a lot of movement from Justin either. There's no movement from him, so he's had a hard hit or hit something on the track.
Justin Wilson out of the car, but let's take you back. Lead car, yellow and red, is Sage Karam. It just broke loose, all by himself. Look at that.
A little loose. He spins around, hits in nose first hard. Parts are coming off the car here. Really no sign of Wilson. We don't see what happens to him.
Look at everybody just, they go high or they go low. Justin Wilson's just gone through there.
I think he might have hit that bumper pod that was sitting in the middle of the track. You see here.
Watch for the blue and silver car here go through. There goes Justin Wilson, and then look, locks up. That's Chip Ganassi's reaction. Oof. Let's see if this tells us any more about Justin Wilson. You're going to be looking on the high side. You're going to be looking on the left of Sage Karam's car. As Karam starts coming down the track, look on the high side. As he comes down the track, Wilson will be going high. He hasn't yet entered the picture. Wait for Wilson to come through. There's Pagenaud on the low side.
The nose section there bouncing, bouncing, and right there on the head. And that is, if that is the nose of the car, that is a very, very heavy, thick object. You see it flying through the air. It's nearly 100 yards in the air, and I would guarantee that that knocked him unconscious, and he's just a passenger now.
Oh. It looks to me from that shot, guys, that it's the part of the crash structure from the front of the car.
This is from Dixon's view, rear view. Looking back, second car you see in shot is Justin Wilson. So watch for this. There goes that piece of debris, the nose cone of the car.
Oh, that's not what you want to hit. We've seen in the past the damage that a spring will do with Massa, and that's a much bigger piece.